I believe there's a conspiracy to make those of us who live in tornado country to look ignorant on TV.
Oh, we'll knock on somebody's door and go, sorry to hear about your son-in-law. Here's some baked beans.
It's amazing how deeply we can connect with our stars and celebrities despite never having met them. Through their remarkable work in movies, music, art, and beyond, they become an integral part of our lives. We form a special bond with them, shaped by the emotions they evoke and the memories we create. When tragedy strikes and we lose these beloved figures, the impact is profound. In today's episode, we honor the legacy of the funniest man in America, who brought laughter to millions, alongside 8 other extraordinary individuals who left an indelible mark on our hearts and minds. Join us as we pay tribute to the shining stars that May 2024 has taken from us and appreciate the enduring impact of their contributions. Number 9. First up comes none other than the funniest man in the U.S., James Gregory, who passed away due to cardiac complications at the age of 78. James Gregory was born on May 6, 1946 in Leonia, Georgia, and died on May 9, 2024 in Tennessee. From humble beginnings to becoming the funniest man in the U.S., it wasn't easy, but James's determination and passion made it happen. He was the first one amongst his family members to graduate and started working from an early age. His diverse career paths and inexorable determination led him from being a grocery clerk to a civil servant, and finally he was welcomed into the Marines. However, his service ended due to his health issues. It was when James was in sales that he found his stride towards his future in comedy. James's comedic journey began unexpectedly at the age of 36 when he tried his luck into stand-up comedy at a random open mic in an Atlantic restaurant where his natural humor and charismatic stage appearance quickly prompted him to become the mainstay at the comedy scene. He became the first performer at Atlanta's Punchline Comedy Club. Despite James's cultural and language differences, he created humor that resonated with his audiences better than anyone before. And while James George is no longer with us, those who had the good fortune to meet him will always remember his laughter. His legacy serves as a reminder that laughing can brighten even the worst days of life. He might have left this world, but the impact he created through his humor will be a legacy that will be cherished and remembered.
A heartache, there's a lot of tragedy, we hate to see it on the news. But I got this theory I've come up with after a lifetime of watching news coverage or tornadoes. I believe there's a conspiracy to make those of us who live in tornado country to look ignorant on TV. Don't you find it odd that after thousands of tornadoes, thousands of destroyed homes over the years, they never can interview anybody that's been to the dentist?
And you remember this? We always put the casket by the living room window. It had to be by the window. Just like this guy was a friggin' Christmas tree. They'll move that couch, roll rubber right over there, you know. And I remember this like it was yesterday. Everybody that come in would spend 1 minute at the casket and 3 days in the kitchen. And they would talk about the food and who brought what. And it would go just like this. Somebody would go,
Oh, we'll knock on somebody's door and go, sorry to hear about your son-in-law. Here's some baked beans. We would come in for a minute, but you know Walmart closes at 9. And if I'm gonna go to that funeral, I gotta me something nice to wear. This is what I've told people over the years, is they would ridicule me about my fear of flying. And you've heard this logic too. They'll always go, you know, more people die in car wrecks than they do plane crashes. I go, so? That's the way I want to go.
Now moving on to number 8, the founding member of the renowned rock band Train, Charlie Collin, lost the battle to life due to a tragic accident at the super early age of 58. Charlie Collin was born on November 22, 1966 in Newport Beach, California, and died on May 22, 2024 in Brussels, Belgium. From his early days as a child, his passion and determination towards music was evident as he learnt the guitar at the age of 8. Later, to pursue his passion and dream, he made his journey to the Berklee College of Music, where he engrossed himself into the jazz composition, creating a way towards his future success in the music industry. Colin's band, named Train, began in the mid-1990s when he joined hands with Pat Monahan, Rob Hotchkiss, Jimmy Stafford, and Scott Underwood, and the band achieved its mainstream success with their debut albums and produced hits like Drops of Jupiter, Meet Virginia, and Hey Soul Sister. These songs weren't only a hit, but made the band achieve a 2 Grammy Award in 2002. Colin took departure from Train due to personal issues in 2003. However, his passion for music remained undeterred as he collaborated with various music artists and formed bands like Painbirds and the Side Deals. He also ventured into film music and has been a sensational individual who created an impact for his listeners. Even though Charlie Colin is no longer with us, those who had the good fortune to know him will always hear his music in their hearts. His legacy serves as a reminder that music has the ability to uplift, heal, and bring people together, even in the most difficult times in life. Indeed, his legacy is unforgettable. Next up, on number 7, we've got the very well-known actor M. Emmett Walsh, who passed away due to a cardiac arrest at the age of 88. Emmett was born on March 22, 1935 in Ogdensburg, New York, and died on March 19, 2024 in St. Albans, Vermont. Emmett Walsh's remarkable passion and determination towards acting made him an acclaimed character actor with roles in more than 200 movies and TV series across 50-plus years, including Knives Out, Blood Simple, and The Jerk. Walsh is remembered for his work in various movies such as Blade Runner, Raising Arizona, and Ordinary People. Even though Emmett Walsh may have left this world, his influence will always be felt by the many people he touched and the roles he brought to life. His skill, enthusiasm, and unshakable dedication to his work serve as a constant reminder of the power of storytelling and the magic of cinema. Walsh's performances will be a legacy which will be cherished and remembered despite his departure.
I went down to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York after I finished college, and I have a degree in marketing. And I didn't know anything when I got to New York. I mean, I was senior class president in high school in Swanton, Vermont. Senior class president, 10 girls and 3 boys. I mean, I come from the... Die, milk face!
Now heading on to number 6, we have the ever-so-remarkable and iconic American actor, Dabney Coleman, who passed away at the age of 92. He was born on January 3, 1932 in Austin, Texas, and died on May 16, 2024 in Santa Monica, California. He was celebrated and renowned for his dynamic roles in both film and television. His acting journey began after his training with Sanford Meisner at the Neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theater in New York City. In 1961, he made his Broadway debut, and then he transitioned to televisions and film, where he became renowned for his versatility in both comedic and dramatic roles. His standout roles include roles in major films like the scheming boss in 9 to 5, the arrogant soap opera director in Tootsie, and the sympathetic fiancé in On Golden Pond. Some of his performances, like in War Games and Cloak and Dagger, showed his ability to perform versatile roles in the most remarkable way. From family dramas to intense thrillers, Coleman's roles were equally influential and his acting was appreciated. Indeed, Dabney Coleman has left an irrevocable impact through his performance of diverse characters and entertained those who have seen him. He has been an irreplaceable sensation and a legend in the television and cinema industry. Indeed, his performances and the entertainment he has given will be cherished and missed.
Tonight, actor Dabney Coleman has died, perhaps best known for his role as the boss in the film 9 to 5. Family members say he died peacefully at his home. His last acting job was in 2019 as John Dutton's father on the hit TV show Yellowstone. Dabney Coleman was 92.
Hi, Dabney. How are you? Good. Nice to see you.
So, a friend of mine up there. Hi.
Number 5, a renowned and remarkable actor, Bernard Hill, passed away at the age of 79. Hill was born on December 17, 1944 in Blackley, Manchester, and died on May 5, 2024 in the United Kingdom. He has been a famous actor as he has played roles in famous movies like King Theoden in the second and third part of The Lord of the Rings and Captain Edward Smith in Titanic. His legendary performances were truly remarkable and will be remembered. Even though Bernard Hill may have made his last bow, the innumerable characters he created and the hearts he touched along the road will carry on his legacy. His skill, enthusiasm, and unshakable dedication to his work are proof of the timeless value of narrative and the enchantment of film.
Your men, my lord, will follow you to whatever end. To whatever.
We are making excellent time.
The Preston is the size of Titanic. Now I want them to marvel at her speed.
Mr. Ismay, I would prefer not to push the engines until they've been properly run in.
Titanic actor Bernard Hill has died. He was 79 years old.
What was that, Mr. Murdoch?
An iceberg, sir. I put her hard to starboard and ran the engines full of stern, but it was too close. I tried to port round it, but she hit.
All stop!
Bernard's agent confirmed the news to the BBC, announcing he died early Sunday morning. No further details, including his cause of death, have been revealed.
Next up, at number 4, we have the very famous American alto saxophonist David Sanborn, who lost life's battle as a result of complications from prostate cancer at the age of 78. David was born on July 30th, 1945 in Tampa, Florida, and died on May 12th, 2024 in Tarrytown, New York. David Sanborn's lifelong passion and career path began with a diagnosis in his youth of the contracting polio, leading him to medical advice of playing saxophone to strengthen his chest muscles. He attended Northwestern University and later went to the University of Iowa, where he studied with the saxophonist Junior Monteros. David's career took off when he performed with blues musicians Albert King and Little Milton at the age of 14. In 1967, he joined the Paul Butterfield Blues Band and played at the iconic Woodstock Music Festival 1969. David's unique and appealing alto saxophone voice became popular. He was known as one of the most influential saxophonists, as he was famous for blending jazz with instrumental pop and R&B since the 1980s. Even though David Sanborn may have recorded his last note, those who had the good fortune to hear his music will always be moved by it. His legacy serves as a constant reminder that music has the power to heal, inspire, and bring people together. Number 3, a character actor whose vivid portrayals left a memorable mark on film and television, Richard Ferrangi, passed away at the age of 86. Richard was born on August 3, 1937 in Brooklyn, New York, and died on May 19, 2024 in the United States. Ferrangi became famous for his role as Corsaro in the groundbreaking 1973 film named Serpo, alongside Al Pacino. Ferrangi's most famous role was in 1989, in which he appeared in The Midnight Run as the mobster Tony Darvo, acting alongside Robert De Niro. He was a versatile actor who has done criminal characters as well as classics like Once Upon a Time in America and Ghostbusters 2, and his television series like Who is the Boss?, The Jeffersons, and Hill Street Blues. Ferrangi's personal life was no less than a movie in which, after being into a mafia gang and then being sentenced to imprisonment, he transformed into becoming one of the best actors of Hollywood. Not only Ferrangi's professional journey is remarkable, but also his personal journey, as it is filled with the lesson that a human can change after redemption, which makes him reach to new heights.
What's the matter with her?
You wouldn't understand, Louis. Some people just feel sad at Christmas.
Now, moving to number 2, filmmaker Roger Corman passed away at the age of 98 in his house in Santa Monica. Roger was born on April 5, 1926 in Detroit, Michigan, and died on May 9, 2024 in Santa Monica, California. Roger Corman was known as the King of Bees for many cult classic and low-budget films he made, including The White Angels, House of Usher, and Rock and Roll High School. He is also remembered as he trained and guided many young directors. Corman has launched future legends such as Martin Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola, and Ron Howard. Corman was a U.S. Navy veteran who served in the 1940s. Corman will be remembered as a legend in filmmaking and creating more legends through his mentorship and guidance. Despite having made his last bow, Roger Corman's legacy will endure because of the innumerable stories he brought to life and the people he touched during his life. His movies stand as a tribute to the timeless appeal of movies and the transforming power of narrative.
I want to say, first of all, I was honored because you had not directed a scene in quite a long time. You came out of retirement just to direct my scene.
Right. Right. I recognized the inherent talent there, and I felt I must rise to the occasion.
Well, you did. I want to ask you, they were thrilled. They spontaneously stood. No one asked them to. I got all kinds of prestigious awards, as you probably saw. But what's most important to me is, were you happy with my scene?
I was delighted. I recognize true cinema art when I see it.
Okay. What is it that you liked about my performance? What did you notice? Did you notice anything, any details that you particularly proud of?
The subtlety with which I thought you and the Sharktopus interacted.
Finally, we've got the most accomplished American mixed martial artist at #1, Gene Herrera, known for his time in the Ultimate Fighting Championships flyweight division, tragically passed away in a bike accident at the age of 33. Herrera was born on May 27, 1990 in Duarte, California, and died on 18th May 2024 in Tampa, Florida. Herrera's MMA debut came in March 2011, in which he established himself in the regional organizations across the southeastern United States, in which he had an outstanding performance of 8-0, which caught the attention of UFC, leading to his first signing in 2014 after the first round finished of Josh Rave. In the UFC, he debuted against Ray Borg in UFC Fight Night 73V in August 2015. Despite his decision loss, he was resilient and determined, which led him to rebound with a knockout victory over Joby Sanchez at the Ultimate Fighter 22 finale. However, a series of matches against Ali Bagautinov and Ben Nguyen resulted in losses, leading Herrera to be released from the UFC in 2016. After the release, Herrera went into bare-knuckle boxing, debuting in July 2021 with a knockout win against Abdulvila Velasquez at BKFC 19, showing his versatile, resilient, and determined combat. Outside the ring, Herrera was known for his vibrant and resilient personality. Indeed, Gian Herrera's legacy will endure after his death because of the innumerable fighting matches he engaged in and the people he impacted. His experience serves as a reminder that real strength comes when there is determination to never give up, and even when you fail, you should always come back stronger and with more resilience.
Fighting a guy with a ton of experience. Good right hand and a counter right. Down goes Velasquez after he landed. 4, 5.
Well, pretty simple. It's the takedown skills and the jiu-jitsu skills of Ray Borg that got it done tonight. Excellent ground and pound, superior positioning, and just non-stop attacks from Borg, which really kept Herrera defending the